Hi, welcome back to my channel, 18 Crow Tarot. I'm Stacy. And let's do an energy check to see how you guys are feeling. As I'm doing this reading, I'm already feeling my throat, feeling like it's closing up. So let's see what comes up. I was asking Spirit what, I used the Spirit of the Wheel meditation deck, and I was asking what the theme would be, like what do you want me to talk about in this reading. And this card came out. 14 equals to 5. 5 is equals to change. It's a very good moment to change. Is Stone of the Ancestors, higher good, guidance, and choice. So it's about the choices at this moment. And it says, prophecy is, listen carefully to what sacred messages around you, to the sacred messages around you. When the spirit of the ancestor calls to you, there is much at stake. The Stone of the Ancestor card teaches you that every decision you make and every action you take, either indirectly or directly, affects another. It is like a pebble thrown in the water, forming ripples and spreading outwards. Think long and hard about choices you are contemplating and consider the consequences for your future. At times, we have to make sacrifices to fulfill our destiny. The ancestors help us distinguish what is worth holding on to and what we should be letting go of. If you have any doubts, call upon their ancient wisdom to help you to make the best choice. When your decisions carry a purpose beyond just the self, you can be assured the ancestors will be pleased. That does not mean giving up on what you want, but it does require thinking about the ripple effect before you toss the pebble. Self-learning is truly a lifelong process, but much heartache and pain can be avoided if we think about the long-term effects and make our choices by listening to our higher self as well as the guidance of the ancestors. The prayer, guide me, Spirit of the Ancestors, to know my place within this world and to be aware that everything I do affects others. Provide me with the courage to fulfill my destiny and to evolve towards the higher good. So that's really beautiful. From here, I want to do pick a card and to call upon the ancient wisdom to help you make the best choice. All right, this is the third pile. And we have the root chakra, 5, the number of change. It goes with the higher good, guidance, and choices. So it says, I have everything I need to survive and grow on the physical plane. So this group is being called to be grounded. Grieve, wow. So you just went through grief, or in the process of grieving something. Sunset, decline, fade, aging. So you could be having issues about, like thoughts about you're getting too old and, you know, being forgotten and, or fading, you know, like fading. You're grieving almost like something that hasn't happened, but you're also grieving the past because you could have thought, you know, you by now you would have had X and Y things. The mother, the offering. You could be dealing with a mother wound, or perhaps if you want it to be a mother and right now it hasn't happened, you could have lost a mother recently. You could have, yeah, there's a loss definitely. We have the 8 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and Temperance. So being self-restrained, but wanting that passionate beginning, and tempering that as you move forward. Let's see more about this. Can you tell us more about the 8 of Swords? King of Pentacles, wanting to be stable. 9 of Wands, so it's almost like the wounded warrior. You've worked so hard at something. And the 7 of Wands, you've had to like defend yourself, but you've put in the work. The Magician at the bottom. I feel like you're creating something. You're fastly going to something, or you want to. Oh, but there's like external conflict. Yeah, like having to defend yourself from something that's, let's see what it is. What else could it be? What else is affecting the viewer? Gossip, rejection, perhaps not repenting or not confessing to something, not praying to the higher good. It feels like this is the bottom, the overall message of it. Feeling empty, practice, purify, clean. I feel like you're being asked to cleanse yourself from this past energy. It feels like you're grieving connections. a circle, you know, like if you were in a friend group or work environment, you are being called to temper yourself. I feel like you will be tempered, but this is the choice to make here, if it applies to you, is to choose to be grounded and heal the scarcity mindset, or heal the survival mode that you could be running on. And you see how like the temperance is like, there's a cup, there's also like water flowing in the back, like there's infinite availability of this goodness. Like it's not too late, you're not going on a decline. Like if anything, this is a very youthful energy. The Page of Wands is very youthful, wanted to start something, but you're just like coming, like taking the blindfold off. It just means like realizing that you've had the power all along to make the changes. Let's see anything else with this. Oh, with this deck. Let's see what else do you want to tell us. The Two of Cups. So this could be a relationship, or this could be just the balanced aspects of yourself, and you have the Temperance, 2 cups as well. So equally taking care of yourself, and equally putting, you know, the action, like mothering yourself, parenting yourself if you didn't have that growing up, the father wounds or something. It's almost like being sensitive and caring for yourself and grieving the past, offering the pain, you know, just letting it go, just like I offer it to the higher, your God or something. It's just like, I offer this, it's not mine, letting it go and moving forward no matter the external conflict that's happening. What else? Oh, the last message was like this too, similar. Prince of Discs. So it's a very youthful energy, like it's being a beginner at this, and I feel like that's okay. I want you to know that's okay, that it's like being the beginner at the new phase of life, or going from like knowing it all to being like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's entirely fine. It doesn't matter the age, again, like, you know. Then we have the Hangman, which is asking you to surrender, letting go, offering, surrendering. Allow yourself to feel empty, not in a negative way, but like allow yourself to grieve the connections that failed, the old you. I feel like that would be a really good prompt for you. I grieve the old me because blah 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 blah, or, you know, and purify and make a new practice for yourself. If you've had like a different routine, I feel like this is what's calling you to basically mother yourself and be like, okay, you're gonna have to do this, this, and this. Like, it's like, okay, how can I work with spirit, work with myself, and like build on this, and basically structure, start a new practice, a better one that will help you stay balanced. Oh, Temperance. That will help you stay balanced in yourself. You know, it feels like so basically the cure to grief is adding some balance. Adding some balance to your life. Adding a little bit of shifts, and like letting go of these like external battles. People coming at you, people throwing things at you, like thoughts or projections. External conflict just like started because all of this, wands, like you're having to defend yourself all the time. Then we got the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just like, it's just a lot of conflict. It's just like a lot of conflict coming at you, and it's like, no wonder it's hard. No wonder you feel stuck. But you're abundant in energy, and you want stability. But it's like I just want you to know, you're not gonna be able to have stability around this environment. Or you're gonna have to redefine what that looks like to you, because this is not it. Like, you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to walk away, and that's the offering you're giving. You're gonna have to offer the old life and rise from the ashes. Like, you're gonna have to be reborn, and offering your old life is the price to pay for the balance, for this whole, you know, love, the balance of yourself, building something, becoming the King of Pentacles. That's the stability. And follow the good, the feeling, like when you feel that, like that it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it today, blah blah, like follow that, like allow yourself to follow that, obviously from a balanced place, not like reckless, but it's almost like that initial like passion that it's like, wow, I feel so drawn to this, and like keep trusting that, because that's your inner child. That's like that's a passionate self of you that's like allowing yourself to create. That's the magician of you as well. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, we have 9 of Wands at the bottom. Yeah. Anything else for this group, for this message? Well, 10 of Wands, so it's a lot of work. Yeah, it will take a lot of work, obviously, to give up the old life. A lot of changes, conversations, and improvements, whatever it is. It's like a lot of space for yourself, perhaps emotional. It's a lot of work to open up. It's a lot of work to I want to say to make those practices. You know, it's a lot of work to get clean. If it's addictions, if it's habits, it's a lot of work to empty your house and clean up and shift and pack and go and whatever. It's a lot of work. It's a lot. It's gonna be a lot, but it feels like you can do it. You're a hard worker. You've gone through so much, and it feels like right now you're being called to, like, yeah, follow that action, that initial, but coming from a balanced state, like something you've already meditated on. So it won't feel like it could look like it's impulsive perhaps, but you've already pondered on it so much. Because it's coming from your root chakra. It's like, I have everything I need to survive and grow in the physical plane. So it's almost like picking up and going, like you don't even need anything. It's like you need you to be balanced, and from there anything is possible. You have the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So from the King of Pentacles to the Queen, it's almost like it could be a love connection, but the offering is your old life. Is perhaps being honest, confessing to truth, praying, connecting to God. You know, that's the best offering you can give. You leave this up to God and He'll do the rest. And I hope this allows you to make the decision. Let me know if this resonates. I'm very curious. Let's see what else comes up. Save a bee. It could just be like planting seeds. Did the seed come out in this one? Or was it the last one? I feel like all of these are so close together. Or no. Okay, so save a bee is just like pause and take a look at the smaller wildlife, the ants, the bees, the butterflies. Like, they have such a cute message, and when you see what they do in the ecosystem. Look at this little cute guy. Like, he's like pragmatic, like he's holding in the world in his hands, but he's also grounded. He's sitting with earth, he's observing it. The chariot is over here, so it's funny that the chariot comes over here. He's riding it, but he's thought about whatever he's gonna do before he goes and takes action, and he goes for it. And all you have to do is surrender to that. You know what I mean? You surrender for the moment, coming from a balanced place, tempering your sides. Okay, feminine and masculine, angry, and it's like, okay, now I'm smooth again and I'm grounded. We're expansive by nature. Yes, we're expansive by nature. We're meant to grow, and it's okay to allow yourself to want more. You don't have to feel guilty for leaving. Like, you could grieve, yes, but you don't have to like you have to kind of like stop the grief at some point at the same time. Offer help. This could be like offering yourself the help, like offer yourself the opportunity to make those changes. Okay, it feels like you have a very good path ahead. Let's see how your heart is. Turbulence, tensions, and arguments. There's a lot of things there's a lot of stress that this brings upon you. Perhaps you're feeling it, your body's feeling it. So try to do breath work, and again, spend some time in nature, in water. Like, whatever sign you are. If you're a fire sign, then light up a candle, do a fire pit, like something with fire. If you're an earth sign, then sit by a tree. And you know, if you're a water sign, then go for a swim or do something like related. Go to a river. I don't know, go for a hike. If you're an air sign, what does an air do? I don't know. Air feels like it's like everything. Do breath work, do yoga. You can do anything with air sign. You can do fire because you need air for fire. Ooh, and I'm over here like catching a breath. That's interesting. You could be an air sign, or have air in your chart. But let's see. How can we anchor this message? Forgiveness. Oh, okay. So you're grieving something, and it feels like you can start with forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. Like, I feel like forgiving your parents for not teaching you how to deal with this, for, you know, like, just forgiveness. It feels like that's going to liberate you a lot. Yeah. That is so sweet. I feel like this is your message. If you really love it, super thumbs up. Please like, comment, share with someone that needs to hear this message. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.